Welcome to What's Now. This is Christine Napier. We are happy that you're here today. On today's show, we are going to focus on entertainment, your health, and education. But up first, there is a new series called 90 Day Fiancé the Other Way. It flips the script of more traditional reality romance television. Let's find out more.
Most of us are not traveling around the globe this summer, but we can live vicariously through others who have left everything behind to follow their heart out of the country. Kenneth and Armando are one of the couples from the new season of 90 Day Fiancé the Other Way. Kenneth has uprooted his life in Florida to join Armando in Mexico, but of course there are challenges of relocating internationally and much more, all highlighted in this show. Kenneth and Armando, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having us.
So tell me more about the show.
Well, 90 Day Fiancé the Other Way is where the American moves to the country of the person they fell in love with. And I happened to fall in love with a man from Mexico, and I uprooted my life. I left my family, my job, sold my home, sold everything I had to come be with the person I love.
So in this show, you've already met, you already have that relationship. Is that true?
Yeah, we met about 4 years ago on a gay father support group page. We're both dads. We just became fast friends on there, and we were friends for a good year. And I was coming out to California to a wedding, and I ended up coming down to Mexico to meet up with them, and we just hung out for a few days, had a great time, just as friends, no agenda. And then when I went home soon after, he told me that he could see himself with me. And I knew we had a really great connection, even on the phone and video chatting. And when we met, we both knew something was there. And it took Armando to come out with it, and here we are almost 4 years later.
And Armando, what was it like to have Kenneth come to your country?
It really was an honor. It showed me, that this man really loves me because he's leaving his family and everything he knows to come to a place that might not have all the luxuries he has in his own country. So it really was an honor.
And what are some things that happen? I don't want to spoil anything, of course, but any kind of tease on some experiences you've had, good or bad, during this whole process?
Well, you'll see a lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of raw emotions. We were real. We showed everything as it happened. I went through some struggles with my family, something that we're still dealing with today. And you'll be able to see that it's one of the hardest moments of my life. So you'll all be able to witness that.
We really went into this knowing we were going to be 100% ourselves. We weren't going to do it otherwise. So you're going to see us very raw, a lot of emotions, a lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of ugly, but so many beautiful moments. And we're really hoping that we can open some minds and open hearts that might be on the fence with same-sex relationships to show that two men, two women can really love each other. And hopefully they find something really beautiful out of it and take away something great.
So this is absolutely real life. Armando, was it hard to open up and completely be yourself on camera?
It was. It was simply hard to come out again because it was the second coming out for me to my family. Because when I came out, we never talked about it again, and they didn't want to hear anything about it. So finally telling them, "Hey, I'm moving and with a man." It was very difficult. Having cameras follow us, they made it easier. They were really good, so they made us feel comfortable. And after a while, you get used to it, to them being there, and you just kind of. And again, I lived the moment. I was my true self. So being in the moment, I wasn't thinking of my surroundings other than the subject at hand.
And this is a question for both of you. What made you both decide to be a part of this show?
Well, it just didn't come right off like that. I mean, I used to watch 90 Day Fiancé for a while, but I never dreamed I would be on it because it was where the American brought the foreigner to the United States. And when last year The Other Way premiered, I talked to Armando about it, and he never even heard of the show. And he looked it up, and I said, "Do you want to apply and just see what happens?" So we applied, and then when the process got going, we really had to talk about, do we want to do this? And if we are going to do this, we're going to do it 100% ourselves. And he still had a coming out process to do, and I thought this is the way to rip that Band-Aid off and just show it right out there, and that's what we did.
Yeah. And we did. We hesitated. We went back and forth on yes, we should do it, and no, because we both are very private individuals. So it was like putting our lives out there. Is it really something we want to do? But in the end, we were like, you know what? This can possibly help other young people out there that might be struggling with their identity, with seeing if they can actually live with whoever they love, no matter their sex, and also in hopes to change minds of people out there that don't agree with same-sex relationships. And we thought, hey, if we change at least one person's mind, then it was totally worth it, and that's kind of our goal.
And also, because both our families are involved, and more so, I have adult children, to show how great of life they've had, even being raised by a gay father, that we can do everything everybody else does, and it doesn't matter. There's love involved. That's all that matters. And we really do have a love story, and I hope that shows.
Well, where can we watch? How can we get more information?
The show starts June 8th at 9 p.m. on TLC. It's a 2-hour special premiere of it, and we do hope you tune in, and we hope that you give our story a chance.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Kenneth and Armando, for joining us today. I can't wait to watch. Looking forward to it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your support.